Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you watched the previous episode of the Lakehouse Build series, you would have seen us begin the installation of the Nudura ICF blocks. If you haven't seen that episode, be sure to subscribe to the channel and check out the playlist to find it. This episode is continuing to lay the ICF blocks as we build up the foundation walls course by course. It all starts with a delivery of the ICF bracing. The bracing is not only used to keep the walls straight and plumb, but it also serves as a scaffolding system to allow us to continue stacking blocks without the need for ladders, and serves as the platform when the time comes to pour the concrete. More on that to come later. We want to get the step footing sections dialed in and ensure every block is hitting the chalk lines that we snapped on the footings, and ensure everything is level and plumb. This will allow us to begin the spray foam insulation that you use to glue the blocks down to the footing. Once the spray foam insulation sets up and cures, it is almost impossible to move the block, and you pretty much have to take a saw to it. Here is a good view of the step footing. We want to ensure that there is good overlap of the block from one course to the next, so it will provide good strength for when it comes time to pour the concrete. The blocks are 8 feet long, so it provides a good reference when I put my long Stabila level on it. With the step footing sections dialed in, it was time to pull out the spray foam. I start at one end and slowly make my way around the perimeter of the building. We need to glue down both sides of the blocks, so once I complete the outside, I jump inside and continue to work my way around. While Catherine takes over the spray foam, I jump on to installing the Nudura form lock. It is basically a steel ladder style system that fits within the wall cavity and helps maintain wall straightness and provides added strength. The instructions call for this on the second course and then every third or fourth course after that. It was at this time that Catherine wanted to set the water free on the inside section, so she got the pickaxe out and began to dig a small trench to allow the water to drain out. With all of the form lock in place, it was time to begin setting the next course of blocks. We start with the corners, then all the full-length blocks, and finally come back and measure and cut for the fillers. With the third course complete in the lower section, it was time to install all of the rebar that is required. I found it easiest to just set in place and cut to length with a grinder compared to using a tape measure. We had ordered pre-bent 90s so we could just set those in the corners and then just fill in the long lengths. The Nudura ICF blocks have plastic webbings that hold the styrofoam together, and these have slots that you just snap the rebar into that hold it in place. Makes setting the rebar super easy. This corner took a little trial and error as we didn't want the common splice too close to the corner, and we also had the step footing section to deal with. But after a little head scratching, we finally got it to work. After setting the level on this corner, we realized that it was a touch low, so we grabbed some shims to raise up the corner and keep everything running level and plumb. When we use the spray foam, it will lock this corner into place. We set some rocks on a few spots where we needed the blocks pushed down a bit while gluing them down with the spray foam. Once the spray foam cures, the blocks will be glued down to the footing. This is where I'm going to end this episode. Come back and check out the next one as we continue the Lakehouse Build series. Please drop a comment below, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.